Good Morning Britain thrown into chaos as ITV show hit by major technical blunder. Good Morning Britain was thrown into chaos as hosts Richard Madeley and Kate Garraway were left red-faced after the ITV show was hit with a major technical blunder. In Thursday's installment of the popular ITV breakfast show, Richard, aged 68, alongside presenter Kate Garraway, aged 57, were back to guide viewers through the day's main topics. Yet proceedings were disrupted when they lost audio during an interview segment with Emmerdale's own Marlon Dingle, played by actor Mark Charnock. He made an appearance to talk about the Dingle family reaching a milestone of 30 years on the iconic soap. As the hosting duo went to bring in their guest, it soon became evident that there was no sound as Mark looked into the camera without responding, reports The Mirror. Richard led the introduction. Mark joins us from the Emmerdale set, before posing his question. Mark, I've got to ask, over the years, do you feel more like a Charnock or more of a Dingle? All was silent as a puzzled Richard inquired, "Hello Mark, are you able to hear us over there on Emmerdale?" Kate then observed, "I don't think he can hear us." I thought he was taking a very long time to think about the question. It was then that Richard decided, should we try again? Let's try again. After receiving a functioning microphone, Mark was at last ready to continue with the chat. Kate extended apologies for the glitch by saying, "Sorry about that." Richard added his own admission, "Yes, sorry about that." Richard repeated his initial question, which led Mark to disclose, "After all these years, the lines become blurred." The actor, who has graced the soap for 28 years, confessed, "I've started answering Marlon in the streets because you get so much of that in the streets, and you do start responding to your name and fictional name. It's very strange." Richard queried, "So does that mean that the character traits have become part of your real life?" "Not just a little bit," Mark asserted. "I think the sense of humor has come together, and I sometimes can hear myself thinking, hang on, am I making social conversation, or is this Marlon's dialogue?" Discussing the Dingle's popularity with Emmerdale fans, Mark acknowledged that when he first joined the cast, he was unaware of who they were but soon recognized their significance. Reflecting on his start in the show, he began, "I got the job on my 28th birthday. I remember getting the audition, but I was disengaged with the show, and I hadn't watched it for a few years, so I didn't know who the Dingles were." He elaborated, "People would ask who I was playing, and I would say, this character Marlon Dingle, and they would be like, what? So then I suddenly realized how much of a big deal they were, and they were one of the main reasons people watched the soap."